Surprise everyone, and welcome to our Mother's Day special where we're gonna have an unexpected surprise conversation with today's guest. It's a brand new episode and today we celebrate mothers, which makes me think our surprise guest for today must be a mother, diba? Kasi Mother's Day eh. So malamang ang ating special surprise guest today ay isa ring butihing ina. Eto, silipin na natin ang clues para sa ating special guest for today. Ang first clue, isa siyang new mom. Ooh, that means baby pa ang kanyang anak. High school nickname, The Oracle. Nako, paano ko naman ito mahulaan? Magkakilala ba kami ng high school? Doctor by profession, ng puso at ng relationships. And ang last clue is, share ko lang. Nako, alam ko na kung sino ang ating surprise guest for today, Doc. Anay ko pang ating surprise guest.
Hi, Pia!
Hi, Doc! Uy, I did not know na bagong panganak ka pala, Doc.
Yes, di ba? Parang exclusive. Surprise guest.
Congratulations! Thank you for being our very special Mother's Day surprise guest. It's so nice to have, syempre, none other than the host of the podcast Share Ko Lang here with us. Doc Ana, thank you for joining us. I assume na ikaw ay very busy ngayon as a new mother. It doesn't get busier than the first few months. How old is your baby, Doc?
Yeah, so my baby is 5 months old. So this is my very first talagang Mother's Day. So talagang... 5 months old. Is it a girl or a boy? It's a boy.
Oh, wow. Anong pangalan ng baby niyo, Doc?
Okay, my name is Pablo. Yan,
ay, how cute naman. Pinangalan niyo ba siya sa grandparent?
After my great-grandfather. And also we wanted kasi, so Jose Pablo siya. Because my partner is JP. Para medyo may tradition of JP. Jose Pablo.
Ikaw ba, Doc, wala kang J or P sa pangalan mo? Just Doc Ana Tuason, yun na yun?
wala eh. But it's okay. I know he's my son. At hindi na kailangan ng clue.
Oo nga. No need na. Uy, pero Doc, were you planning this pregnancy or did it happen to be a surprise?
Yeah, definitely it was a surprise. Kasi medyo, di ba, I'm of a certain age na actually. So I wasn't really expecting to have anymore. So, lagi ko ang kinakwento sa partner ko na parang, actually, natanggap ko na I'll be, diba, that auntie, that titas, parang talagang sinasabi ko sa kapatid ko, nako, diba, parang lahat ng ari-arian ko, mapupunta sa mga anak nyo. Ganyan. So, prepared na ako, na-accept ko na, I was okay. And then Pablo happened, and suddenly a new chapter talaga. No, talaga, it really changes everything, no? Parang, it changes everything. Work, perspective, my body. It really changes, my entire world.
First things first, Doc, kailangan mo nang bawiin yung mga ari-arian na ibinigay na sa mga pamangkin. Wow. Dahil nandito na si Pablo.
Oo, nako. Diba? Parang suddenly, teka, kailangan ko na mag-ipon. Hindi na ako pwede magwalgas. Meron akong reason para mag-ipon.
But Doc, I would imagine, kasi nga, this is your expertise, your field of work, your line of work is relationships and trying to figure out how to manage emotions, juggle changes. So, na-apply mo ba yung mga advice na binibigay mo sa iba here in your the situation of being a new mom?
Akala ko talaga, kasi Pia, actually, my formal training, yung pinaka parang, yung sa doctoral training ko, children talaga. So actually, I started out as a child psychologist. So, for me, parang training ko to, parang I work with so many children. Sabi ko na, okay, kaya to. Tapos when I was pregnant, talagang nagbabasa ako ng lahat ng libro, talagang trying to brush up. Pero iba talaga, Pia. Iba talaga. Nung suddenly, nandiyan na siya, that first night, I didn't know what to do. Parang iba talaga yung training. Iba yung working with other people's children. Iba yung ako na talaga. Ako na nakatoka, ako ang responsible. Nakatulong in a sense of natuto ko mag-recover. Parang akala natin because it's my training na, okay, I'll do it perfectly or without mistakes. I'll prevent all the mistakes of parenting. Pero hindi. 5 months pa lang, may mistakes na ako kaagad. And so, what at least nakuha ko sa training ko is how to forgive myself. Diba? Parang, okay, it's okay. It's okay. There's no such thing as perfect parenting. Sige lang, we're doing the best we can. Mukhang masaya naman siya.
What was the biggest challenge for you, Doc, in terms of adjustment?
One, kasi, diba, sabi ko nga, hindi na parang geriatric pregnancy ang tawag nila, di ba? Ang tawag nila advanced maternal age. Parang yun na yung tawag nila. So actually, it's a very complicated pregnancy. So talagang all throughout. So medyo, medyo stressful na yon. And then,
wait, Doc, just to clarify, iba pa yung geriatric sa advanced maternal age?
No, hindi. Retire na nila.
Okay. Okay.
Retire na nila ang geriatric pregnancy na term. So it's now called advanced maternal age.
Okay.
So because of that, diba, parang may high risk. Tapos, basta maraming complications. And then up to the birth, may complications. But post-birth, actually, lahat yan prepare ko kasi nabasa ko yan. Sige, ano ba yung rectoimmune disorder? Ano bang cesarean? C-section? Sige, inaral ko lahat yan. Ang hindi ko na-expect, ang hirap pala ng breastfeeding. Doon ako talaga na kasi sabi ko nga, everyone was warning me sa labor, di ba? Yung epidural, yung sakit, yung sabi nila, Ana, hindi ka na matutulog. Paglabas niya, hindi ka na matutulog. Okay, expected ko yun, prepared ako. Ang hindi ako prepared, yung breastfeeding. Kasi di ba sa mga movies, TV shows, pag nagpapakita sila ng breastfeeding, parang ang serene, may glow.
Parang isasalpak lang nila yung bata doon, tas okay na.
Parang akala mo, parang nagsisip lang ng wine, gano'n. Pero hindi, di ba? Yes, ako, brutal.
Oo, medyo brutal nga, Doc. I think that's the perfect term. Siguro it comes easy to others, but to others, it's not as easy as like you said in the movies.
So, nagka-empathy talaga ako for that. Kasi di ba ang lakas ng push for, syempre, breastfeeding is best, and it still is the best. And then I realized na, okay, parang we are doing our best. And so, parang kailangan maintindihan din natin kung nahihirapan yung mga moms, diba, sa breastfeeding, or kunyari, I make just enough. Sorry sa, I don't know, bodily fluids, but I produce just enough, but not too much. So I can't even pump. I can't even store. Parang ganon. So my baby's always with me, Pia. Always with me. Oh.
So I'm sure iba yung bond ninyo, Doc.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's resulting in an amazing bond. Sabi ko, ang swerte ng batang to. Paggising niya, kaming dalawa nandyan hanggang sa pagtulog, kami pa rin. So actually, hindi siya sanay. Later on, siguro baka ibang challenge yun, no, Pia?
Oo nga, no, Doc, when you have to go out. What for you, Doc, is the parang most important thing that you have to bring to the table as a new mom kapag ikaw ay nag-aalaga ng baby?
Oh, man. Gosh, I wish I knew kasi ngayon talagang, alam mo yung, I second guess myself, and then I have to make sure, parang everything that I decide may konting guilt. Di ba? Parang, tama ba yun? Kasi ako, medyo anxious. Alam ko naman yan I'm an anxious mom. I have to admit, I'm an anxious mom. The dad is very laid back. So medyo...
the perfect partnership, may balance.
Like, I'm very, very anxious. And then I get guilty a little bit because I know what that leads. Di ba? Parang kung masyado kong anxious, baka maging anxious din siya or fearful of the world. So sometimes I need to learn. In a way, actually, sabi ko, ang dami ko natutunan. Where I grew so much dahil I have Pablo because he's teaching me, di ba, to let go of some of the anxieties, of some of the fears. Balik, di ba? Even though he generates a lot of fear and anxiety in me kasi I fear for his safety, parang sabi niya, parang kailangan mag-let go ako kasi otherwise, yun na yung psychologist ko, baka di ba, the last thing I want is maging mahiyain to, maging matatakotin, ayaw sumubok ng bagay-bagay. So, even though ito yung profession ko, sinasabi ko sa partner, sige, ikaw na yan. You lead in that. Tulungan mo akong maging mas outgoing, mas parang, sige, let's lift him up, play Superman. Hindi ako matatakot. So, in terms of ano yung important thing, yun na nga, parang, ito yung sinasabi ko noon sa mga patient, ng mga clients ko. And ngayon talaga, kailangan ko rin tandaan for myself na we are always doing the best we can at any given moment, di ba? It may not be the objective standard, di ba? Walang super mom. That's a myth. If there is a super mom, there's probably a super team around that super mom, di ba? Parang we are doing the best that we can, and what we are doing is good enough. So yun na lang yung naging standard ko. Kaya sa kailangan the best. No, siyempre, tatay ko, kailangan UP na yan. Pero 5 months old pa lang, di ba? Wait lang.
Gusto ko si Lolo, advance mag-isip si Lolo.
Ako nga, parang kailangan ng backup school. Ano backup school? Parang UP na yan. Parang, wait lang. So, di ba, parang good enough is more than enough. Yun. So, good enough is more than enough. Na parang, sige, nag-make up ka ng mistakes. Minsan, di ba, parang minsan, matulog na siya. This height. Di ba? So, parang alam ko that I will carry that guilt for the rest of my life. So, hello. Okay ba yung head mo? How's your development? Pero okay naman siya. He's growing really well. So, sabi ko, okay, good enough. Di ba? Parang, kung na-late man yung breastfeeding, kung hindi sapat, yung sabi ko nga, breastfeeding was my, talagang struggle. Kung hindi siya sapat, parang hindi pa siya mamamatay, di ba? Parang makaka-recover. Ito naman, lumalaki naman. Sabi ko, wow, di ba? My milk did all that. So parang, okay, sige, from a source of insecurity, parang yun na yung angas ko. Oh, my milk is, di ba, turning him into a very big boy. So yun.
Doc, yeah, I remember when my daughter was still very young, toddler, actually hanggang toddler, baby hanggang toddler, I would get so guilty because speaking of guilt, yung leaving her to go to work. Hindi pa naman kasi uso dati nun yung mga mental health. I mean, not the way it is now. It wasn't a catchphrase or so to speak, but now it's important that you have your me time, 'di ba? How do you handle that?
I wish I could say na talagang na workout na namin, but we both are always home all the time. So actually, you'd think that would mean, di ba? Oy, marami akong me time. Pero hindi. Actually, walang break. That's the downside of working from home, di ba? Is that wala kang break. Like even if I'm working, parang kanina lang, when I have meetings, sometimes he's on my lap. Kasi pag kailangan, di ba? So medyo struggle. Parang, I remember one time, parang actually hindi ko pa ito inaamin sa partner ko, so I hope it's okay. One time kasi sabi ko, bibili lang ako, meron akong bibili, no? Sabi ko, may bibili lang ako sa baba, so may binili ako, nakita ko, may sushi, yung Japanese restaurant, next door. Ang tagal na ako, hindi naka-sushi, di ba? Nung pagbuntes, bawal ang sushi. Sabi ko, hindi pa kami pwede lumabas. Talagang madali. Sabi ko, isang plate lang ng sushi. Tapos talagang sinahin ko ng napakabilis. Tapos binahin ko sa talagang takbo ako. Parang yun yung, I felt so guilty. Di ba? Parang, oh my God, that had so cute. Hindi ko sinabi, tinanong ko. Parang feeling ko, hindi ko deserve to. I really feel all the time. Or I should be sharing all these fun things. Di ba? Pag nag-enjoy ako, kailangan kasama yung baby. Kailangan kasama yung whole family ko. Pero doon ko na-realize, sometimes I just need to have my alone time, even if it's short and brief. Lately, at least, medyo may balance na kasi na-rediscover ko ang pagbabasa. Kasi ngayon, curious na yung baby ko So kung nag-scroll ako sa phone habang nagbe-breastfeed, nadi-distract na siya, gusto niyang pulling yung cellphone. So I had to find something else. So actually, na-rediscover ko yung reading. And then, my partner is good enough na parang sabi ko, gusto ko magbasa. Sige, ako na muna yung baby. Sa akin na yung baby. Parang I just have my quiet time. Kasi sabi ko, sige, at soon naman ako namin nakatoka ulit. So, sige, parang nagsasalitan kami. That's been really my saving grace now.
So, at this point, Doc, what would your advice to all new mothers out there be? Or kahit sa mga mother-to-be, baka we have expecting moms listening then.
Yeah. Dapat, sa expecting moms, kasi I had so many plans. Sabi ko, meron akong visual cards, di ba? Visual stimuli. Kailangan yung development niya kasi nape-pressure ako Kung hindi maganda yung development ng anak ko, parang it speaks to my credibility, di ba? So, may konting ganon. But you know what? Parang to be a mom is to really accept that you have no control. You have no control over anything, yet responsible for everything. So, tanggapin na natin na all our plans, lahat ng wishes natin, pwedeng mangyari, pwedeng hindi. So, talagang, ngayon tuloy, my life is in 2-hour chunks kasi in between feeds, di ba? 2 hours nap, ganyan, work, konting taping, then balik ulit, di ba? Yung ganon. Just focus on what's in front of you. And if that's your baby, focus on that. If it's your work, focus on that. Parang ganun lang Parang if you think too far ahead, diba? You try to plan and control too far ahead, madi-disappoint ka lang, mapofrustrate ka, you'll start feeling guilty. So actually, just focus on what's in front of you kasi every day I wake up and thinking ako, parang lumaki na ba siya? Parang lumaki na siya. Diba? at this age, di ba, yung first few months, the milestones are happening so fast. I'm just so thankful actually that I'm in a work arrangement na I can witness all of that. So yeah, just focus on what's in front of you.
Okay, that's great advice, Doc. I'm sure all the new moms and moms out there in general can take that advice to heart talaga. Now, you are working from home.
Yes, definitely. Thankfully, parang lahat ng work ko, even share ko lang, right? Even share ko lang is work from home. And then my producers, our producers talaga napaka-supportive. So, alam nilang wag late at night, wag ganyan. So, yes, work from home lahat. Tapos parang talagang titiisin niya. So, ngayon, tinitiis niya, di ba? At least matapos na and then I can go back.
Ay, nako. Oo nga. Baka, wait, Doc, anong oras niya kailangan mag-feed ulit? How many minutes? Para sure tayo.
Yeah. No, okay naman kasi prepared ako talagang right before I went here, di ba? Parang, okay,
kakatapos lang. Okay. So, busog pa si Pablo. But, Doc, well, speaking of the podcast, how long has the podcast been around?
Oh my goodness. I think, I should have checked it, but I think we're at least 2 years.
Oh, wow. Was it, so it started during pandemic, Doc?
Yeah, sabi ko, it's a pandemic baby. Di ba? Na, lumabas siya sa pandemic show. And I'm thankful na actually hanggang ngayon, di ba, we're like the little show that could. So I'm thankful it's still alive and kicking. So maybe that's my first baby, Pia.
Oo nga, bunso. Well, second baby na si Pablo. Hindi pa bunso, baka masundan pa, Doc. But, so Doc, nag-iba ba yung perspective? Kasi diba on the podcast, on Share Ko Lang, you give a lot of advice, a lot of relationship advice, na nagbago ba yung ibang advice na binibigay mo ngayon na meron ka ng baby?
Definitely. I think so. If meron mga nanood from the very, very first episode, years ago to now, I think what we have lined up, parang medyo mas mom-centric na siya. Kasi nga yung empathy, and then I guess my focus and interest, kasi 5 months, di ba? So my focus and interest is really on mothers, and I have so much empathy for mothers now. Kasi talagang, hindi siya bihiro talaga. Parang, mas mahirap pa siya sa PhD, di ba? Sa doctorate, mas mahirap pa siya sa, maybe hindi naman kasi hirap working with with clients, pero talagang, di ba, the responsibility is on you. So yun talaga yung, parang napaka-enormous yung task.
I can imagine, Doc, no? So, kayo ba, Doc, are you very hands-on pagdating sa pagpili ng mga topics or things that you wanna talk about on the show?
May gusto ka bang pag-usapan? May nais ka bang malaman? Kailangan mo ba ng kausap?
At some point, life has to go on.
O kahit kachismisan?
Once you lose your respect for a person, yung love never mo na siya mababalik.
If you measure 3.67 inches or less, then that's a micropenis.
Do you really have to go through all these roles before you focus on yourself?
Kapuso, kahit ano pa yan, i-share mo lang. Kasama si Dr. Ana Tuazon. Nasaan ka man, nandito kami. Makikinig at makikipagkwentuhan.
Email us at sharekolang@gmanews.tv.
Dahil sa buhay, lamang ang may karamay. #ShareKolang.
Kayo ba, Doc, are you very hands-on pagdating sa pagpili ng mga topics or things that you wanna talk about on the show?
It's a very collaborative effort. The producers talaga, I'm so, I'm so happy it's with the producers kasi talagang they really take the lead. Talagang sila yung nagbibigay ng ideas. And then, because hindi naman ako showbiz, di ba, Pia? Sabi ko nga, teka, ako natin host, like, di ba, parang host na hindi media. Parang it's not my profession. So actually, I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be, parang, wow, parang, I get a show just like Pia. Parang it just feels actually not right to have that. Pero yun, so they do take the lead and they actually do ask me for ideas and definitely in terms of certain angles. And I like that actually, ang pinakagusto ko. Parang naging thank you episode sa producing. No, because they're very careful. They really want to consider the welfare. Kasi nga, it's a mental health well-being driven show. So parang nakikita ko talaga na napaka-ingat nila na to make sure na yung stories ng mga tao comes out right. no, that the information na nilalabas namin about certain mental health issues, concepts na tama siya. So, collaborative siya. Pero minsan nakakapasok din ako. And I think ngayon, hindi naman ako yung nagsasuggest ng mommy-centric episodes. Pero sila
Nagkataon na lang.
I think na-excite sila. Parang, Doc, you can talk about your experience. Parang, okay, sige.
Wow. So, Doc, I'm curious as to how it works for you on a personal level. Kasi syempre, di ba, you're always churning out advice. Di ba? Labas ka ng labas ng advice. But what about when you need advice or you need someone to talk to or you need a little guidance? Do you have friends or colleagues that you turn to or paano ba ginagawa yun? Kasi I remember before nag-interview rin ako ng isang psychologist, tapos sabi niya, ang ginagawa niya parang I think once every year or every 2 years, meron siya parang retreat na parang it's also a group of psychologists, tas parang just to cleanse. Kumbaga parang nagpapagpag sila.
Yeah. Therapists need therapists too. Di ba? Parang just like, di ba, kung medical doctor ka, kailangan mo rin ng check-up. Kung dentista ka, kailangan mo rin ng check-up. I do have colleagues, thankfully, as you said. I do have friends I turn to. There's a group. We don't meet that often anymore, pero we do meet regularly. Kasi it can be a lonely profession, di ba? Kasi it's just you and your client, tapos confidential and private. So, hindi siya kagaya like any other industry. Di ba na pwede mo pag-usapan sa asawa mo, yung nangyari at work.
Oo nga, no, Doc. Naku,
yeah.
parang nga, no, Doc, ngayon ko lang naisip that way na lahat ng sikreto sinasabi sa'yo. I mean, not necessarily secrets, pero lahat sinasabi sa'yo. Tapos wala kang mapagkwentuhan about it. Kami pa naman ng mga kaibigan ko, may rule kami. Pag magsasabi kami ng sikreto, at least 2 tao kailangan makaalam para pwede namin pag-usapan with the other person. Hindi pala pwede sa inyo yung ganon.
Yeah, it can be very isolating. Diba? Tapos lalo na ngayon, na Zoom sessions, diba? Or online na sessions, so I'm not even in the clinic with other people. Wala akong ka-lunch, yung ganon. So it can be kind of lonely, actually. And also, I really need to talk to fellow therapists who understand, di ba, what that means. Sabi ko nga sa mga bata ko, mga pasyente, I'm a professional secret keeper. So yun in a way, that's my job. Thankfully, with share ko lang, it's not a secret, right? So actually, kawawa naman yung partner ko, di ba? Parang puro share ko lang yung nakakwento ko kasi yun lang yung pwede.
But Doc, are there times na parang ikaw mismo yung pag kunwari nag-share sa'yo ang isang patient, tas parang maski ikaw parang you get stumped na parang wait a minute, what to do in this kind of situation? Parang hindi ba mahirap na parang they're just relying on you for all different kinds of advice?
So that happens, definitely. Tapos meron naman kami sa ethics na pwede ka mag-consult, no? Parang with anonymity. Parang hindi masasabihin who your client is, don't give too many details, and you can ask for parang general practice advice from your colleagues. But other than that, Pia, actually, in a way, parang I want to clarify na ang therapist hindi necessarily nagbibigay ng advice. Hindi nanggagaling sa amin yung sagot. And a lot of times actually, and this is what makes my job possible, kasi diba, kung advice giver ako, I have to know everything. I have to be the expert of everything. And so actually what we do is we help or we just guide our clients. Diba? Parang, kasi buhay nila yan experience nila yan. So actually, ultimately, there's somewhere inside of them. Diba? They know what they need to do. So sometimes we just need to guide them, parang organize their thoughts, help them calm down so that they can, diba, think about their problems. So thankfully, merong ganong side ng aming work, diba, na hindi kami dapat kami kailangan expert. So minsan, pag may tinatanong sila, sasabihin ko diba, hindi ko alam. Generally.
So kumbaga, it's not like you don't come to me so I'll tell you what to do. Parang you come to me so I can listen to you and help you as best as I can.
Yeah, kasi diba, yun nga, sabi mo nga parang, kung may secret ka, diba, sabi mo nga, tell another person, parang pwede niyong pag-usapan. So sometimes that alone can help.
Doc, kayo ba, did you always want to be a psychologist?
Yes, actually. I know I may be the odd person out, diba? Kasi a lot of people, diba, naghahanap at soul searching, hindi nila alam what they want to do. Parang high school pa lang, alam ko na, yung isang hint dyan, kung sabi ko, naku, I don't think that was a helpful hint to you, yung high school nickname.
I was gonna ask nga the Oracle. Naunahan mo ko daw. I was just about to ask, bakit nga ba the Oracle?
Yun yung parang naging nickname ko to some of my friends. Kasi nung time ko, wala pa naman cellphone, di ba? Landline. landline lang. Tapos may three-way calling pa nga. Naalala mo ba yung panahon na yan?
Yes. Oh, pero actually,
Oo.
medyo high-tech pa nga yung three-way calling. Dapat lang, ang pinaka-natatanda ko yung may extension. Yung kung ano isang tao may extension, so dalawa na kaagad yun.
Oo. So, minsan, pag nasa bahay, tatawag sila, landline. Parang, tapos yun na nga, may three-way calling, so nandun yung iba pang tao. Tapos tatanungin nila kasi sa akin, ito gusto ko tong taong to, may chance ba ako sa kanya? So parang pinupuntahan ako ng mga friends ko to kind of ask kung may chance ba sila, sa palagay ko ba, gusto rin sila ng crush nila. Kasi noong time na yon parang ang hilig ko mag-observe. Ako yung marites na tahimik. Chismosa ako pero hindi ko pinagkakalat. So parang, pero chismosa ako in the sense of, uy, nakita ko yun. Di ba? Parang nakita ko yun, uy, sumusulyap-sulyap, uy, nagpapakute. So, napapansin ko yun. So, actually, people would ask me, ano sa palagay mo? May chance ba? Tapos parang, alam mo, pili ko meron. Kasi tinitingnan ka niya eh. Parang ganon. And then, minsan, they would even ask for advice at that point. Parang, paano ko magiging close sa kanya? Anong pwede kong gawin? So, nung high school pa lang, actually, nakatikim na ako nung parang, uy, love, di ba, mahilig ako sa love life ng ibang tao. Kasi wala naman ako love life noon at my own. So, parang love life ng iba. So, yung ibang friends, parang yun na nga, parang, uy, si Oracle, tawagan natin si Oracle, baka alam.
So sa kanila nang galing yung bansag na yon.
Oo.
And nag-carry on. Dapat pala, pwede rin palang yun yung title ng podcast. Share ko lang with the Oracle.
Oo, baka nota numbers ang hingin sa akin.
Oo nga, no. Pero so, Doc, ibig sabihin, hindi na nagulat yung mga kaibigan mo when they found out that this was your chosen career?
Definitely. So talagang, alam ko na ng tanong yung parang, uy, if I did this for the rest of my life, I wouldn't mind. Parang magiging fun siya. Kasi parang ang mga tao, especially in relationships, parang siyang puzzle sa akin. Tapos gusto ko siya i-solve. Parang, uy, parang may mystery. Gusto ko siya intindihin. So parang siyang game na hindi naman parang manipulative game, no? Pero parang curious ako. From then, inalam ko na, meron pang ganitong trabaho. Kasi di ko pa alam eh. Tinanong ko sa tatay, kasi pang ganitong trabaho. Parang gusto ko. Noong 12 years old ako, nag-create ako ng website na giving advice.
Wow, talaga, Doc?
12 years old. Tapos pinagalitan ako ng tatay ko. Sabi niya, tignan mo yan. Kasi wala ka pang degree. Wala ka pang training. Hindi, di ba? Parang, kailangan may training ka bago ka magbigay. Tinuro niya sa akin yung responsibilidad ng pagbibigay ng advice. So, sabi ko, mayroon bang training? Kasi training yun. So, inalam ko. So, talagang noon, parang nahilig na ako. Mahilig na ako magbigay ng advice.
Pero Doc, nung 12 years old ka, anong klaseng advice ang hinihingi ng mga nagsusulat sa website? I mean, they would send in letters, ganon?
Alam mo, you'd be surprised kasi diba, stranger siya. Kaya sinat down ni Papa siguro kasi bata ako. Tapos, stranger sending things. I actually do remember. Medyo serious yung topics, death, grief.
Oh.
Meron pang, parang, mga safety issues. So, now that I think about it, parang, ang lalalim na topics. Tapos parang nagsusulat ako about how to, from grief, yung ganyan, how to deal with death, how to deal with, kasi I guess, yun, yung mga sarili kong experience din, di ba? So, parang gusto ko lang tulungan yung mga friends ko na namatayan ng magulang, mga ganon. So, medyo serious, now that I think about it. Wala talagang business doing that website. Kasi naman nila 12 years old lang nagsusalat. Yun, parang, kasi nung time na yun, di ba, pwede ka mag-website kahit di ba, parang magsusulat ka lang, parang blog lang siya, so.
And then, pero ikaw ba, Doc, ang first doctor in the family?
No, actually. So, I'm in a family of doctors of different things. We're never, parang walang same doctor. Tatay ko, medical doctor. Si mama, nurse siya, pero nag-doctor in public health, gano'n. So, ako naman, mental health. So, parang binuuna na, full clinic.
Oo nga, pwede na, Doc. Oo. So, what was the reaction when you told them na this was the field that you wanted to get into?
Well, because my dad was a medical doctor, syempre at the beginning, gusto niya medicine. And so, nung sinabi ko pang gusto ko mag-psych, especially yung the kind of psych that I want to do, medyo skeptical siya. Pero sinupport niya ako. Never siya nagsabing, hindi, kung anong gusto mo, sige. Pero hindi niya naiintindihan. It took a while bago niya naiintindihan, ano ba yung therapy na yan? Ano ba yung psychotherapy? Di ba ang lakas ng stigma
Oo.
around therapy and mental health. Sabi niya, hindi naman medicine yan. Ano ba yan? Totoo, may science ba yan? May evidence ba yan? Yun. So medyo skeptical siya. Pero in terms of getting, binibigyan naman niya ako ng tulong. Until finally, one time, kasi scientist, di ba, medical doctor, siya niya, Ana, tinignan ko yung research. Parang kasing effective daw pala ang CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, sa gamot. O sige, pwede na yan, pwede na yan. So talagang inaral niya kung effective ba yan? Baka naman fake yan. Di ba, baka quack, sabi niya, quack science ba yan? So marami siyang mga ganong questions kasi hindi naman uso. Di ba? Hindi naman uso yung clinical psych nung time na yun.
So, Doc, I mean, syempre, mahaba-haba rin yung pag-aaral for that. The whole time, hindi ka nagdalawang isip or you never considered trying something else. You were really set on this career.
Yeah, parang medyo, talagang one-track mind. Kaya nga, it took me up to this age to have a baby, di ba? Kasi talagang sinunod-sunod ko yung studies, sinunod-sunod ko yung career. So, actually, yung na-sacrifice in my 20s talaga was the love life part. Kasi sinunod-sunod ko yun. Pero never a doubt. Kasi one, na-enjoy ko talaga. Parang lahat yung mga art, yung mga required reading, tuwang-tuwa ako. Diba? Parang gustong-gusto ko binabasa yung, diba, the art of loving. What is love? So, gusto kong basahin yan. And actually, every now and then, pag titingin ko, ay, buti nilang hindi ako nag-med kasi ayoko pala hindi pala ako magaling sa biology. Di ba? Parang, ay, buti lang hindi ako, di ba, wala akong, I don't have to face blood or anything like that. And then, with my career, naging consultant na ako. Parang residents pa lang yung mga kabatch ko sa med school. So actually, sabi ko, uy, okay. So actually, yeah, wala, parang, mahirap siya, pero kasi dahil wala, fun kasi sa akin mag-aral nerd. So, tapos yun pa, fun na nga mag-aral, fun pa yung readings kasi di ba it's about love, family, it's fun to learn about ourselves. Di ba?
Mm-hmm.
I really just enjoyed all of it.
I'm curious also if it's harder for someone in your profession to have a love life, not because busy, but because baka ino-overanalyze ninyo lahat nung di ba parang mas mahirap kilatisin tuloy ang mga lalaking manliligaw kasi i-analyze mo bawat galaw nila, bawat salita nila. Ganon ba yun, Doc? Or mali yung impression ko?
Actually, talagang nahihirapan ako kasi, especially kasi yun na nga, actually if I could have a practical advice for some people, parang, kasi nakikita ko to sa colleagues ko, nakikita ko sa mga estudyante ko, parang kung meron silang partner while studying, that last, pwede yun. Parang makakapagpakasal pa sila. Pero pag natapos na sila, doktor na sila, wala pa silang partner, medyo parang, ang dami kong colleagues na hindi married, walang kids. Kasi pag sinabing doktor, sinabi ng friends ko yun kasi sabi ko, reto nyo naman ako. Diba? Reto nyo naman ako. Di pa siguro mahirap i-reto. Diba? Reto ako.
Oo nga, Doc. Ganda-ganda mo. Tapos, ikaw pa ay nasa, esteemed profession.
Oo. Tapos, ang ang hirap. The moment sinabi kong may diba? May doctorate ka, ayaw na nila. Sabi, the moment doctor, ay wag. Baka wala kami mapag-usapan. O kaya baka, yun. Tapos, kung psychologist, baka i-judge ako. So, actually, nung nag-meet up ako for dates, hindi ko actually sinasabing psychologist ako. Kaagad.
Talaga, Doc?
Oo, tinatago ko yun. Up until feeling ko pwede na. So, sinasabi ko, teacher ako.
Totoo rin naman.
Totoo din naman. Diba? Parang, teacher din naman. Diba? Hindi ko sasabihin na I don't live with yun na psychologist ako. Kasi yun, nakailan na yun. The moment sinabi ko psychologist, baka inaka-analyze mo ko. What am I thinking? Hindi na ako psyche.
Oo nga.
Diba?
Iba naman yun.
Oo. Tapos, minsan sasabihin ko pa nga, hindi mo naman ako binabayaran, so hindi kita i-analyze. Hindi ko din libre yun. Kung gusto mo, babayaran mo ako. Di ba? Parang,
I love that answer, Doc.
Di ba? Ako alam, hindi na mapura yun. So,
oo nga, wag kayo feeling, di ba?
So, at siya, naging barrier siya. Kaya nga tinanggap ko na talaga before Pablo happened. Tinanggap ko na, okay, masaya na ako. I mean, I help children, I have students. Di ba? Parang meron na akong ways of nurturing other kids. Yeah. So, talaga, siguro, I don't know. Sabi ko nga, parang okay, siguro sabi ng Diyos, masyado nang madali ang buhay mo. Halika.
Bigyan ka
Bigyan
anak.
ka ng ibang goal.
Doc Anna, thank you so much for sharing your time with us. But before we let you go, we have a surprise game. And because the title of your podcast is Share Ko Lang, ang title ng ating game ay Share Mo Na, Doc.
Okay.
Okay. Brief advice lang in whatever situation we will mention. Okay. Doc, share mo naman. Anong advice mo kapag you feel overwhelmed na tipong sabay-sabay na ang mga nangyayari? What's the best advice you can give?
The shortest advice is pause, stop, take a breath. Take a step back if you must, especially if it's mother-related. Go to the bathroom if you must. Diba? Step away. Okay lang. If they cry for 10 seconds, then they cry for 10 seconds. It's really important that you feel that you can stop or pause at any time. And it's portable. It's free.
I will take that advice, Doc. Hit the pause button. Minsan kasi we have a tendency na tuloy-tuloy lang, di ba, Doc? Alright, next, Doc. Share mo na, Doc, kung anong dapat gawin kung gusto mo mag-distress pero wala sa budget ang lumabas pa ng bahay.
Well, nowadays, now with the heat wave, I don't think you want to leave the house. There are many things that are free. Diba? There are many things that cost nothing. Take a walk outside if the weather permits. You can even go inside an air-conditioned building, a public building like a mall or anything right now. No? Magpanamig tayo.
Hindi mo naman
Pwede
kailangan bumili.
Oo, hindi mo kailangan bumili. So, marami kang pwedeng gawin. Watch TV, read a book. Actually, maraming libre. And even, actually, ang naging favorite ko ngayon, ang boring na, talagang, alam mo yung magmuni-muni ka lang, to stare up the window and look. Kasi ang nakikita ko ngayon, yung mga buildings, yung sky, diba? Parang see the cars passing by. So parang I just sit and watch. I know it's so boring. Pero parang, just resting your eyes, looking at something else. Hopefully something beautiful. Maybe not traffic like I do. Pero so many things are free.
Nice, Doc. How about this one, Doc? Kapag family reunion may hindi ka kasundo, how do you distance yourself without offending? Or yung hindi ka magpapahalata?
Yeah, oh my goodness. Okay. So, may mga tips ako dyan. If you must say hello, then say hello. And then actually, kung wala kang choice, pero kailangan mo makinig or you're in a shared conversation with that person na ayaw mo, at hindi ka talaga makaalis, meron kaming tinatawag sa therapy na half smile. Parang ganyan lang. So it's like the least energy. And actually, it has a therapeutic benefit kasi parang less likely ka to be irritated. Kasi parang go with the flow. Parang nag-half smile ka. So it's not a big smile kasi mukha kang parang ano nangyari sa'yo, ba't ka humihit, diba? But it's just a calm, neutral smile na medyo upturned yung lips. So,
parang ginagaya ko, Doc. Hirap ako, Hirap.
And then relax, no? Walang eyelids. Relax. And then it's just a calm smile. And then in the meantime, i-replay mo na lang yung Queen of Tears sa loob. Your favorite K-drama scene. You're like,
nako. Parang feeling ko, Doc, pag sinubukan ko yung half smile, baka isipin na ini-snub ko sila. Hindi ko kaya ang half smile. I have to practice sa harap ng salamin. Eto, Doc, kapag spinoil ng grandparents ang iyong anak, nako, paano yan, Doc?
Okay. Nako. Iniisip ko, kasi wala pa ako doon diba? You can't spoil a baby. So actually, gusto ko i-spoil ng parents ko yung baby ko. Pero one is, set the rules beforehand if you can. So, bata pa lang, mag-set kayo ng rules na parang, okay, gifts of a certain value, kunyari, things like cell phones, kotse, condo, di ba? Amazing now what grandparents can give. May mga big-ticket items, kailangan ng prior approval. So, parang, di ba, pag sabihin niya na kagad yan sa grandparents, na if you're gonna spoil, parang bigyan niyo sila ng outlet for spoiling. You can spoil in this way. You can spoil in that way. Sige, i-outing nyo, that's okay. Diba? Parang experience is okay. Pero yung mga big-ticket items, kung pwede, hindi na muna or actually run it by us. Kasi diba, these big-ticket items come with big responsibility. So if i-explain natin sa grandparents yun, kasi kunyari, bigyan nyo ng kotse, parang hindi pa niya alam paano mag-alaga ng kotse, paano mag-drive. Diba? Parang maraming rules na kailangan i-set in place. Now, if wala silang pake, I will spoil my child, my grandchild, no matter what, kahit anong sabihin mo, then you titrate the exposure. Di ba? Parang, okay, at least sa Sunday lang. Parang, i-accept mo na lang, okay, sa Sunday, tuwa yung yung kid. And so, okay, parang Disneyland day na yan. And then the rest of the week, sige, wag muna. Parang ititrate na ng context and make it consistent. And then since spoiling na rin si Lolo, gawin mo na siyang reward. Diba? Oh, if you do this, visit Lolo. And then ginawa mo siyang
great
reward.
idea, Doc.
Oh, take advantage of it.
Great idea. Eto, Doc, last na. But nako, definitely not the least. What advice would you give to someone who's seeing their ex for the first time after the breakup?
It really depends, no? If I can share, that happened to me. I saw him in a store as I was going down the escalator from malls. Oh my God, nandiyan siya. Bumalik ako. So in reality, I ran away. Pero it depends on the context, di ba? Parang kung wala mo talaga sa'yo and you know you can control yourself, di ba? Parang manage your emotions, hindi ka kinakabahan, and then nagkakitaan na kayo, parang too late to back out, di ba? Parang okay, say hi, and then move on. Huwag na. Kung talagang hindi naman siya in your life, huwag ka na kamusta ka na, no need to update. Now, ito, not so much behavior or what to do, pero kung nakita mo, na-realize mo, bakit gumaganon yung puso ko? Bakit ako kinakabahan? A lot of people mistake that na, ay baka gusto ko pa siya. Baka gusto ko makipagbalikan kasi bakit may feelings ako? Yung nakita ko siya. Ang tawag natin dyan sa psychology, spontaneous recovery of feeling. So, phantom. It's a phantom emotion. It's a ghost. Okay? Ghost lang yan. So, hindi ibig sabihin, may gusto ka pa rin, may feelings ka pa rin. Hindi nga ibig sabihin na hindi ka pa naka-move on. Just because you feel something. Especially when you haven't seen them in a long time. So, ang tawag namin yun, kahit nasabi naman na extinguish na yung love, pero pag yung first time mo makita, may spontaneous recovery talaga eh. Kasi suddenly everything comes back to you. Kasi that was the last time you encountered this person eh. So it's normal. I want to normalize it for people. It doesn't mean anything. Huwag niyong basahin pa siya. Diba? Don't read into it too much. Shake it off. Diba? At pag wala kayong nagawang embarrassing or cringy, pat yourself on the back, treat yourself with something afterwards. And then, i-chika nyo na lang with your friends. Oh my God, napapasino nakita ko. Diba? Parang, just use that na lang as an outlet.
Great therapy rin yung chika mo with the friends di ba? It really helps. Doc Ana, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us, sharing with us your new experiences as a mom with Pablo. Thank you so much, Doc. Happy Mother's Day. Baka you wanna invite all our listeners to also catch you on Share Ko Lang, and where can they find you on social media, Doc?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me here, Pia. And thank you so much na nahulaan mo ako. I was a little worried.
Grabe naman, Doc. Wow. Matagal na tayo magkakilala kasi I remember I interviewed you also for Howie when he was on leave. Oo, parang ilang years ago na rin yun, Doc.
And happy Mother's Day to you as well as a fellow mom.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah. So I hope people can catch it. Diba? It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on Spotify, just like Surprise Guest, diba? So Share Ko Lang, and it's every 2 weeks, no? And so we have 2 new episodes every month. So you can catch us, diba, on kung saan lahat ng podcast, Facebook and YouTube. I don't really have my own social media. That's why, sabi ko, introverted host. So I don't really have my own social media, though, diba, parang you can, kung meron kayong gustong i-share, you have a topic in mind, or you wanna share with us, kasi ang guests naman namin sa Share Ko Lang, di ba, hindi naman always celebrities or public figures. We really love hearing from real people. Lahat naman, real din naman ang celebrities. We love hearing from everyone. Yeah, so if you want to share something with us, just Google us and you'll know where it is.
Thank you, Doc Ana.
Thank you so much.
This surprise was planned by the team of Nikki Del Mundo and Aubrey De Los Reyes, edited by Shirley Paghiligan with the amazing people of GMA Integrated News. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till the next surprise.